because I don't think I've been this broke since I was a student.
This is the main reason, guys, where some of us like just finish our monies like a day or even 2 days after getting paid, guys, because we are trying to avoid situations like this. Guys, be careful out there, because there are these dangerous tsotsies that are just on the loose in South Africa who go around stealing people's cell phones and going inside their bank apps and cleaning them up, guys. Guys, this woman saw a disaster. Like, yeah, when this guy's pulled up a fast one on her. This media personality, Shashi Naidu, tells a tale of how Tsotsis grabbed her phone so fast and ran like Olympic sprinters to a point they disappeared, guys. Shashi says, while still shocked, after a few hours, they went inside all her bank apps and wiped her out. Or rather, cleaned her out, guys, to a point that they left her with zero in her accounts. This guys wiped this woman close to R1 million in total from her savings accounts. She goes on to say she recently sold her house. Now all that money is gone as well. So the Sobian Shashi says this has left her so scared and traumatized that she even has nightmares at night, even daylight. It is also alleged that Shasha is seeking therapy from all this trauma, but how will she pay when this dangerous guys took all the money from her accounts, guys? This is so heartbreaking, guys. So it was so also interesting again, guys, when I go through the comments, because I saw the story on my Pandaba on Instagram. It was so interesting when I went through the comments and realized that, guys, this does not only happen. This didn't only happen to this woman, to this Naidu woman. This story has happened to so many people. There's this lady called Lelo Ann who said this happened to me 3 months ago. They even kidnapped me the whole day to make sure they cleaned up my bank accounts, including all my savings. Till today, I'm still in disbelief. Guys, these things happen. For me, I also experienced something like this, but for me, it was through the ATM, guys. And honestly, sometimes I want to blame the banks, guys. The bank should really put strict measures on this kind of things, you know. They should put some kind of security, like you cannot take so much money unless if they've confirmed with you. Yo, guys, this is so crazy. Like, anyway, go ahead and check out what this woman had to say, guys.
Where do I begin? Okay, so I had a bit of a nightmare in South Africa that's turning into a horror story that I kind of wanted to share with you guys, because I really, when you say you wouldn't want this to happen to your worst enemy, I mean that. On Wednesday, I was emceeing an event, and as I got out of my Uber and got into the parking lot, someone ran up to me, grabbed my phone, and that is what I thought the end of it. And you know that story, it's super inconvenient. You've got to do a swim swap, get a new phone. My phone wasn't insured. Fine. That's like a really bad luck. And I still emceed the event. I still went and did everything. And the next day I went and I did the SIM swap, and they said it would take 3 hours. The SIM never activated. It did take a long time as I put my phone into the SIM for all my apps and stuff to come on, but the SIM card never activated. And then I called back, and Vodacom said no, it would take up to 24 hours for a SIM to be activated. So I thought, okay. The next day, which is Friday, I was flying back to Dubai, and my manager calls me and said she's having a problem paying staff salaries. So I thought, okay, maybe with the SIM swap, it affected the banking app, so I'll just pop into ABSA at the airport. So I check in, go into ABSA, get a hold of all my apps, and they have cleaned out my savings account, cleared out the credit. I had not spent anything on my credit card. They cleared out 500,000 on the credit card, and I had an access bond, so they withdrew all the money from my bond and put that into my savings and then spent that. I literally had a heart attack, and then just as soon as I saw that, also ran to F&B, and they did the same on F&B. And I just recently sold my house, so all that money was sitting in my savings. I can actually cry. But anyway, if your phone does get stolen, even if they don't have credit cards, there's still a way. To be honest, I haven't kind of even figured out how they got hold of, like, into my apps without facial recognition and passwords. I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out now, and obviously going through the whole procedure of, anyway, so just phone your banks immediately if your phone gets stolen. That's it.
Thank you so much for all your messages. To be honest, I haven't even had a chance to go through all of them. I was obviously about to get onto the flight to Dubai when I found all of this out, and I got on that flight, and it was probably the worst 8 hours ever because I had no contact with anyone. I couldn't do anything, so I was just sitting there freaking out, and also very little I could do in Dubai on the weekend. And I was just oscillating between severe anxiety and extreme depression because there was nothing I could do. And I gave myself the weekend to say, okay, cry, do everything you need to do, be depressed, get it out. And on Monday morning, I woke up and I'm like, okay, and now we sort it out. So yesterday, I was just focused on getting everything I could possibly get together to help the forensics team to ascertain how the fraud happened. And we move. And I'm also going to be focusing a lot more on my work because I don't think I've been this broke since I was a student. Very humbling. Anyway, thank you guys. I will definitely keep you updated on everything that is happening.